So hello guys, good morning. I hope you can hear me. Daily analysis of volatility 75 1x index on the weekly time frame. Nothing special. It's a ranging market, but I strongly believe that we're about to have an upside momentum, right, towards I believe the market ought to go from here to this side, right? Like a bullish momentum. Because if I look at or when I look at this structure, what is happening, right? The structure basically tells me that we're market is going up essentially, right? Lower, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. But of recent, the last weekly candle is currently bearish, right? And but it hasn't closed yet, so I strongly believe we're going to have an upside momentum. However, I'm just waiting for it to play out, but my bias is still an upside move, right? Market ought to go up. So let's see what we have on daily time frame. Um, on daily time frame is about the same thing. There's nothing really is ranging. We had this. I think I showed you guys yesterday. We had this. We had this resistance level, right? Okay, this resistance level, which was, which was, which was broken, right? Sorry, the support level was broken yesterday, broken, and sorry, not yesterday, some days ago. Right, and yesterday it closed under this bullish candle, this bearish candle, sorry, closed under the zone. However, we're having bullish momentum going back to the zone, right? So I'd want to see what happens there. Like, so if this bullish candle breaks above the zone, I know for a certainty, right, that I can enter a buy up to this point, up to this zone, and that'll be my momentum. However, if the bearish momentum continues, I'm going to sell down to this zone. So that's basically what I'm doing. I just gotta have in mind today. I hope you get what I'm saying. Though, if the bearish momentum continues from here and goes down, I'm going to sell. If the bullish momentum continues, I'm going to buy the market essentially. So let me look out. Let me go to the lower time frame to see what we ought to do. But first of all, I need to add this zone. All right. So I'll know that this is the resistance that I'm looking at. Okay. Let's go to the H4. On the H4, what do we see? Okay, good. Can you see this W pattern is forming? The bottom. This is the first bottom. This is the second bottom currently forming, which I'm happy to see. Right. So let's see how this goes. Right. So if you look well, we'll see that way. So I've seen a W pattern forming on the H4. Right. Which is good news. So let's go down to the H1. Sorry guys, I'm just adjusting. Okay, so this is our H4. We're waiting for the move to break over the zone. Alright, let's go to H1 now. On the H1, what are we seeing? currently already seeing retest of the zone. And if we're being honest, right, we can also see that this is the top, this is the top, this is the top. We're seeing a heads and shoulder um, pattern. It breaks the zone, retests the zone, comes down, goes back to the zone. So if I'm seeing a good retest on this H1 zone, I'm going in for the sell, right? Because I've already seen my double top, my heads and shoulder, which changes my bias. It just basically tells me that I'm also going to have a bearish momentum, and in that case, right, I'll be looking to short the market. See, it's amazing how I just changed my bias from buy to sell, right, because of the H1. That's why we go through every time thing. So let's see what we have here. Okay, so let's see. So I'll be looking for a sell. Alright, because I've seen the retest of the resistance level already, a solid retest. However, I'm still quite not so sure. Let's go to the M30, M15. What's happening there? See the same thing. Okay. Okay. Um. Yeah, nothing much to be honest, apart from the fact that I'm seeing this, right? So this tells me the buyers basically broke the trend line. So there's still possibility of them as well in the markets, to be honest. But let's just see. So what I'll be looking for is essentially I want to say strong sell momentum, or I want to say strong buy momentum that goes to the upside. So I'm basically just watching the market to see what happens. If at all the market breaks this resistance level, and it's this purple line here. If it breaks this resistance level, I'm going for this buy. If it continues its move downward, right, as a result of the head, shoulder, retest of the zone, no problem. Comes down, retest. I'm expecting a fully bearish momentum downwards. So, and I'll basically put my stop loss around um here. So this is going to be my move. Let's go to the M15. What do we see on the M15? Okay. To be honest, the buyer still looks strong. Yeah. So this is my setup. Currently weighted. The buyers are looking strong. However, right now, if they make the move, I'll just change my position. So yeah, that's basically it. I'll update you guys what I do later on. So yeah. So yeah, we took the right decision by God's grace. Right. With the sell. So I'm concerned about we're currently at an M15 support level. So I want to watch how the market reacts to it. However, I believe that once the market passes this resistance support level, we're going to have a very beautiful move to the downside. So let's just watch it. But we're currently at a 1:1, which is good. But yeah, let's see how it goes. So hello, the trade is currently going very well into sell position. So I closed out the first position. Right. Um, I closed out the trade at this point. This first one. Right. Then after the retracement, I open it again. So this is my the new sell position. I want the trade to run down. So yeah, let's see how it goes. But I'm very happy about this trade. Yeah. So hey guys, this is H1. I opened another position, but I'm going to close it right now simply because of this resistance zone that we have on the what's the word, on the H1. I'm going to close the trade. Let me just show you what I mean. Yeah, so why I put this purple line, and that's where the market is currently at. So I'm going to close the trade, close the sell, and I'll come back to the trade when I see that I've passed the zone. So yeah, if I go to the H1 as well, sorry, the M15, we'll see that it's already retracing, getting weaker, and I don't want to be part of that move. I'm going to take a sell, close my trade, sorry. So yeah, I promise you this one's 100 just now. But let's close. Let's see it one more time. Yeah, let's close. Close position. So yes, would wait to re-enter the market again. Yeah, hold on.